What's good, you guys? Welcome back to Black Tea. It's your girl Ebony. Okay, you guys, we have a jam-packed video. There is a lot to get into, and our first topic is none other than Nick Cannon, aka Super Sperm Nick, finally coming out to say he's actually been in consultation for vasectomies. Now, you guys know Nick Cannon is no surprise to being somebody else's baby daddy. No shade, but he is finally realizing that he can't populate the whole earth. And I think during this interview that he did earlier, it really does show you that his children provide purpose for him. And I think that he is so worried about his legacy that he has been having children to ensure that he is never forgotten. Go ahead and check this out.
I don't know if I would have designed it this way, but it's one of those things when you're blessed with the gifts of children, and as we all know, I've been through so much. I find solace, I find peace in my children, and I find purpose. So I'm not out here looking like I already done went and got my vasectomy consultation.
So as you see, Nick Cannon has finally come to his senses. I think this is great for him. I want him to do whatever's best for him. But child, I understand that he has money and that he is always at the photo shoots and says he's going to take care of all those kids. But with all of those different homes, it can be quite hard to dedicate enough attention to each child. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but it can be a struggle. So more to come on this. Let's see if Nick Cannon actually does go snip snip, because baby, he needs to slow it down, okay? Now the next topic I do want to discuss is none other than Offset coming out here to unfollow the Migos, then Quavo and Takeoff introducing new music this Friday under a new group name, Unc and Few. Child, is there something going on behind the scenes? This is a mess. Now, the internet has been on fire because of this unfollow, and people are kind of confused, especially because nobody thought that there was any issues between the Migos behind the scenes. But it does seem that Offset has unfollowed them. His wife Cardi B also unfollowed Takeoff and Quavo, and I'm just like, wow, this is a very interesting situation. I wonder what's going to happen next. Could this be a publicity stunt, right? Because they have new music dropping on Friday? Could this all be just some drama to get the people talking? Absolutely, but there has been several rumors behind the scenes that Offset has been wanting to go solo, so I don't see this as any surprise. Alright, you guys, since we're speaking of the Migos, let's go ahead and get into the Cardi B topic, where Cardi B is actually catching a lot of backlash after Cardi B said that she does influence new female rappers. Very interesting, right? Now this is what Cardi had to say. Well, like I said, here, go check how many people use the directors and photographers before and after I use them. Go check how many people try to remake the press naked dance scene. Check how many people was wearing a certain brand before and after I put it on my body. Now the interesting thing about this is that the only other female rapper that we have seen really do the whole naked look was Doechii, and a lot of people felt that Cardi B was throwing shade at Doechii, but then Cardi B was caught on audio, and I think she actually made it worse. Check this out.
Because sometimes I could go overseas and get a director that nobody used before. Then I see people use my directors and do things that is similar to, I don't know, like press, for example. I've seen a lot of people do things similar to press or WAP, all directed and created by me. And people just get so upset when my fans point it out.
So as you see, it was just a sticky situation. And to be quite honest, if we really want to talk about influence, I think we have to start from the beginning. Let's be very clear. You know, Cardi B did mention the video for WAP, right? But Cardi B didn't mention that Cardi, okay, she used the same director as Nicki Minaj for Anaconda, Colin Tilley. So that would actually be a catch-22. You're complaining that people are using the directors you use, but you are also using other directors that other female rappers have used. I also found this very interesting tweet on Twitter where it kind of shows you the evolution of Nicki Minaj and how she does influence Cardi, right? In my opinion, you see some of the similarities of the looks, of the visuals, right? Now, to be fair, Cardi B has a lock on visuals. That is no shade. She really does do well when it comes to visuals. But when we talk about influence, you can't say that people are using things that you've used when you're actually doing that same thing and you yourself is influenced by somebody else. I think it was out of pocket. It was the wrong timing, and it kind of made her look like she was throwing shade at Doechii. And I don't think that Cardi B intentionally meant to do that. Now, people are reacting to this on Instagram, and they actually don't agree with her. One Instagram user saying this: "Girl, you literally made your entire self on a certain person's image and legacy. Ain't nobody copying you. And what does she want us to do with this information? No one of her impact. Just small-minded people with the same idea. I mean, didn't you like saying Nicki influenced you? Tables turned, huh? Gaga's already done the naked thing. Cardi, where is the music, baby? This petty stuff is tired." Cardi is definitely a trendsetter. I think we can all agree on that. Everything she has done, a black person has done before. She needs to have a seat. Y'all let that Latina do the most every time. The only people she influences are those dancers, making them believe they could rap. Speak on the screenshots of Nicki Minaj in your phone. Now, this is very interesting, right? I do agree with a lot of people online. Some of the things I don't agree with. I don't think this has anything to do with race per se, but I do think that Cardi B gets her influence from Nicki Minaj, from a Lil' Kim. So for her to come out and say that she would hope that other female rappers would actually do something different really doesn't make any sense. However, if she wants to go and outsource for a director because she wants to be different than everyone else, she has that right. But I don't necessarily think that she needs to shade other people, in my opinion, to push that across. Now, the interesting part about this is Doechii actually sat down with an interview, right, where she actually talked about influence and inspiring, right? And she spoke on how Nicki Minaj has inspired and influenced her on becoming a rapper. Now, this was the question: when did you start writing music? I wrote my first song when I was in the 6th grade. I knew this girl who was a huge Nicki Minaj fan, and at the time, I was really Christian, and I believed that Nicki Minaj was a part of I was really against her, but she put me on to Nicki Minaj, and I was immediately hooked and wanted to start a group. I wanted to rap, so I wrote my first song, and we did it at a talent show, and we won. So this is what we talk about influence. Influence is about inspiring others to do what you did and transcend what you did, right? Influence is not about people wearing Doechii and Gabbana because you wear Doechii and Gabbana. That's like saying because Naomi Campbell was a model and she walked for Alexander Wang, right, that Tyra Banks can't walk for Alexander Wang because Naomi already did it. So she has to go find somebody else to walk for. It just doesn't make any sense. And so when we talk about influence, when we talk about inspiration and things like that, we talk about what you have done to inspire others to be great. Right? To be great. On top of that, I also find it interesting we're talking about fashion as well. When Cardi B was the same female rapper to wear a dress that was inspired by Nicki Minaj's Roman. Let's not forget where the influence lies. So let me know what you guys think about these topics down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. I love you guys, to the moon and back, and we'll chop it up down below. Bye guys.